Hi, everybody. Elvira Byrnes here, the coach, the teacher, and founder of the Empowerment Club, where we become our best versions. Today, I'm going to empower you to move towards your goals and dreams. We will break down success mindset into 4 meaningful parts. What is success? What is mindset? The motive force of goals, joy, the goals process itself as the framework for success. Why should you listen to me? I have a background in the corporate IT network engineering and sales, acupuncturist in my own clinic, and the mind coach, all of these in Sydney, Australia. I have been working with goals all my life, and for over 20 years, I have been helping clients to get what they want. I'm here to help you achieve your dreams and get what you want. My motivation here is to empower you with knowledge so you can step into your own power and wisdom and achieve your goals and dreams. And I have an intention of putting the energy that this video creates the conditions in your mind and in your life for you to achieve anything you set out to achieve. I have chosen a background of my favorite mascot, the palm tree, an incredible, flexible tree in many ways. More on this topic in another video. My function here is not of a motivational speaker. I am here as a teacher and a coach to help you understand how you can bring more success into your life. What helps me to do is to write and prepare the materials, just like the teachers do, in order to say everything I want to say in this lesson that you can rewatch at your convenience. I want to start with this topic and a quote with my teacher, the famous dowsing expert Raymond Grace. The first rule of success is to think of what you want, not what you don't want. This brings us to the point that we want to achieve something, right? And so we need a clear understanding of how the process works and how to bring motivation back if we lose the steam due to difficulties, and to stick to the plan without diverting our attention to something else. So let's make the process clear and useful. I'm very happy to offer you my knowledge and experience of at least 30 years in education and mind coaching, Chinese medicine, information technology, meditation practices, pranayama breathing exercises, and lots of research into mind and body. I also have a 4-year degree in English linguistics and education. Linguistics means the study of all aspects of the language, words, meaning, grammar, spelling, history of the language, and so on. We need to be clear what exactly we mean so we can be more successful. The goals process framework for success. What is success? What is mindset? Joy, the motive force behind the goals process itself, the framework for success, our objectives. Let's start with number 1. What is success? From Latin succedere, come close after, to mid-English succeed. Original meaning, the good or bad outcomes of an undertaking. As the time went on, the meaning changed to a favorable or desired outcome only. The accomplishment of an aim or purpose, a degree or measure of success. The most well-known meaning in the modern world is the attainment of fame, wealth, or social status, or a person who does so. Accomplishment of an aim. The accomplishment of an aim or a purpose equals success. These are some things from me directly. If you take up this measure of success, nobody can bring you down because you are the measure for your own success. You are the one in charge to tell yourself you're successful or not. So how can anybody tell you what success should be? Your self-esteem will be high, and so will your confidence. You will be the judge of yourself and feel successful after taking any step forward regardless of its outcome. A lot of the time, the outcome is not in our control. We often call ourselves failures for successfully taking so many steps because we had the wrong definition of success. So let's go back to the definitions again. If we are forced to think that Attainment of fame, wealth, or social status is the ultimate measure of success. Then we are in for a lot of disappointment, heartache, and a lot of stress. Instead, if we focus on the definition that says that success is the accomplishment of an aim or a purpose, that statement moves you into success straight away. So your self-esteem will be high because you will say, I have set myself to do this and I have done it. That was successful because I have done it. No other additional meanings. You've done it and that's a success. You've taken a step and that's a success. Nothing can be controlled in our life except our mind, truly. So what we can guarantee is that we work on our minds and we program it for success, and we have a successful mindset and overview of what we do. So, my conclusion for you from the lady with the fairy dust: success is a feeling of joy that something is done by me. I took an action and I completed the task, or I took a step towards it. So, it's really that simple. The simpler you define it for yourself, like in this case, the easier it will be to continue with it. What is mindset? Mindset, the established set of attitudes held by us, general attitudes, and the way we typically think. Mindset is not a static concept, despite the word set in it. Mind set. It is a continuous flux of internal emotional states, thoughts, memories, perceptions, beliefs, attitudes. External influences constantly agitate all these. We are projections of our mindset, a projection of all the blah, blah, blah in our minds. Again, we are making it simple. We are trying to understand that mindset is actually everything. So, my conclusion for you: mindset is everything you believe, think, and feel. And in fact, this definition allows for workability, for the change, for improvement, and for attainment of success. Joy. Latin, gaudere, rejoice. Old French, joie. Middle English, joy. And the verb is to rejoice. So joy and rejoice. We feel joy and we rejoice. A feeling of great pleasure and happiness, the emotion evoked by well being, success, or good fortune, a prospect of possessing what one desires, a state of happiness, of felicity, a source of cause of delight. Joy is the supporting force or motive force. Every step you take, from the smallest one, consider it a success. This is a habit of successful thinking. This is a very key point to feeling and being successful. You know you have a lot of things to do. You know you may not know how they will turn out, what the outcome will be. However, if you follow your path, if you take the steps towards your goals, each time you take one small step, even if it's just one brush stroke on a painting, you are successful on the basis that you have completed that specific task. Nothing else is needed. I teach more of this and so much more in my online program, the Empowerment Club, 52 Weeks to Empowerment. I will put the link in the video description so you can find out more about it. Let's go over the goals process itself, from vision to goals to action steps and to action. The first point in the diagram is vision. And there is a note here for your whole life. What will the rest of your life be like? What do you want to achieve in it? Describe your ideal life. Your vision is your compass. It provides direction, keeps you aligned with your true self, and ensures that every goal you set contributes to a holistic, fulfilling, and extraordinary life. Embrace your vision and let it guide you towards the future you desire. So, we are starting first with a big, big plan for the rest of our lives. Where do we want to be? What do we want to achieve? What do we want to be known for? What legacy do we want to leave? Or anything else here? So, this is the big why. Next step, we have the goals. We need to define them. Unless we define them, how do we know what exactly we want? Or if we want something, but it's not very clear, it needs to become clear and workable. Align goals with your life's vision. Write them down short term, medium, long term. If your goals are aligned with your whole life's vision, written as a part of the bigger picture of what you wish to achieve, you will be more motivated to achieve them holistically and feel at peace. You will be able to refresh your motivation easily and take actions as and when needed, and dare to dream. So, when the goals are aligned with your vision, for example, my vision is to enlighten and empower 1 million people in my life. So, that's a big, big, big vision. And it makes me feel happy and joyful that I am able to contribute to success, better life, more happiness of so many people. So, that's a great, great abstract vision. So every goal I set out, like for example, building the Empowerment Club, the 52 weeks coaching program to enable people to do something daily towards their well-being, their goal setting, rewiring their mind and their brain away from stress and empowering themselves through all the activities that we have there. Um, if I lose motivation, I can always remember, why am I doing this program? It's because I want to empower 1 million people. So let's do it. It instantly brings the joy back to the process. And the goal itself also is a big goal. You need to create a program, put it online, and create the entire infrastructure, the marketing, the awareness, the perhaps public talks, or whatever it is that needs to happen, the social media. So these are action steps, all sorts of action steps, which we are coming to now. Action steps need to be listed. It's very easy to work with action steps if you have lists of them in a nice notebook. I personally keep a very nice notebook so I can tick off what I do. And sometimes I just rip out the pages because everything is done. I don't need to worry about it. Less garbage, less clutter. The mind will be more free to act on the next things that need to be done, which are constant. List steps that you think in this moment you could take towards each specific goal. List as many actions as you feel comfortable taking and some actions that might be perceived as difficult, fearful, or otherwise uncomfortable yet necessary. You will be able to work with all of them and let go of limitations that could hold you back. You can add more steps at any time. So, of course, this is designed for my bigger program, the 52 weeks of empowerment, where we really work hard on all of these things, especially on overcoming the emotional barriers and all kinds of limiting beliefs and memories from the past that typically stop us. Action steps is actually where we get stopped by our emotions, by our mindset, because when it comes to finally taking steps, like for example, here in vision, we've defined why we want something. So the joy, the emotions, the abstract nature of our goals. I want to help 1 million people to feel great, to be successful. Next, we've put the goals together. Well, we create a program for it. And we tell everybody, please join us and start feeling great. And now we've got the action steps of actually continuing, which is letting everybody know. And that's where we're up for all kinds of emotional reactions. For example, I need to be able to be a good public speaker, and I don't have the experience. That causes fear. I need to create good YouTube videos. I haven't done this before. And how do I do this? And there's technology. And how do I look? And will people like me? All of this causes fear, and all manner of emotions, which we can and will overcome if we work on ourselves continuously and with a program. Action for you. Try to take at least one action a day towards your goals. It's very important because every day we are getting a habit of taking actions towards our goal. So we remember the goal, we remember the vision, why we want it. And then we say, okay, what one thing I can do towards that? And we do that. Celebrate each step. Each step taken is a success leading to more success. So remember the definition of success, that it's just a step taken by you. And celebrate that. Yes, I have done that. I have done that. You become the habitual, successful person because you know you have done a lot of things. And if in the whole scheme of things, the end result will be different or not as powerful or won't work, and you will have to take another goal and do more steps, you will still feel successful on the basis of having gained experience and having done a lot of things. That's even more important. Look at each action step and identify if you may have a block to taking it. Is the block to do with emotional limitations or fear or with knowledge experience? This is very important. We need to know what solution we need to apply. Do we need to work with our minds, with emotions, or do we need to work actually with knowledge or experience? Do we need more education? Do we need to go and train with someone or anything that's to do with the knowledge side? Take a note of that. And if you are feeling brave and knowledgeable, take these actions. Success is a habit made of small successes. Get the habit of success going. It feels great. And let's summarize. So take your action steps. Go over your action steps and tick off what was done. Write down what else can be done, more action steps. Work with the blocks of emotion and knowledge to taking them and repeat. Life is a continuous process, not a sprint. Live a life filled with love, fun, joy, wonder, curiosity, learning, and make goals be an integral part of it. How far can you go? As far as you can imagine. Dream, work on yourself consistently, work with others towards mutual benefit. The less emotional blocks you have, and the more you stay aware, the more success you will have sustainably while keeping your health and happiness. And for that, we have big program where you continuously will work on yourself for 52 weeks. How can you not succeed um, with such a great process with daily focus? I invite you to find out more about it. I will put the description in the video below, and I will see you there. Thank you very much.